Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is 9 p.m. Saturday and you are watching the week that was with Vishnu Agarwal. This week there are two major headlines. Number one, US Fed raises rates and triggers vicious circle for Indian economy. And second, Indian indices experiences worst week since May 2020, recording 5% fall. Let us go into the details of each of these two headlines. On Wednesday 15 June, US Federal reserved the interest rate by 75 basis points with the objective of controlling inflation in the country, which was recorded as 8.2%, highest in 40 years. This is the highest rate increase made in one go in 28 years since 1994. US markets reacted badly to this announcement, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average falling 2.42% and the S&P 500 falling 3.52%. In India also, this news was taken very hard, with both NIFTY and Sensex plummeting the day after the announcement. Aside from the negative impact on stock markets, the US rate hike will adversely impact various aspects of the Indian economy, which we are now going to discuss. Rupee will depreciate further. US rate hike will improve yields on US treasuries and make the dollar stronger against other currencies. With RBI not being as aggressive as the Fed in its monetary policy, it will mean the yield spread between the India and the US yields will decline and the rupee will depreciate against the dollar. Second, while a weaker rupee will benefit exporters of India, it will increase the CAD, yani the current account deficit, substantially, putting the Indian government in a problematic position. Third, the FII will reduce even more. Foreign investors will not be keen on putting their capital in emerging markets like India because of depreciating rupee and decreasing yield spread relative to the US. Already, India has been suffering from the incessant outflow of FII in the last 7 months. This condition will not only deteriorate with the US rate hike. Further, the Indian inflation will worsen. As discussed, US interest rate hike will strengthen dollar, therefore weaken the rupee. The weak rupee will then increase the relative cost of imported goods such as crude oil, chemical, electronics, etc. for India. This will cause inflation in India to increase, despite RBI's many measures to control national inflation. Therefore, the US rate hike will trigger a vicious cycle of negative events in the Indian economy. Add to this the issue that the RBI has increased its own interest rate in early June to control national inflation. The impact of the two rates hike combined will cause increases of debt servicing cost, contraction of disposable income and slowdown of Indian economic growth. The second big headline was the Indian indices experiences worst week since May 2020, recording 5% fall. This week has been the worst week for NIFTY since the 2020 COVID crash. The market has consistently corrected for 5 straight sessions and wiped out nearly 20 lakh crore rupees of investors' wealth. NIFTY opened at 15,877 on Monday and closed at 15,355. Sensex opened at 52,870 level and ended at 51,360 levels. Both indices incurred losses of over 5% during this week. 317 shares on the BSE hit a 52-week low on Thursday. Can you imagine this? All sectoral indices were in red. Biggest losers were Asian Paints, Wipro, Dr. Reddy, TCS, Titan, Sun Pharma and Tech Mahindra. As we discussed before, this fall has been caused by global concerns of inflation, depreciation of Indian rupee, volatility in commodity prices, especially oil, persistent outflow of FIIs and concerns about India's national consumption and economic growth. Friends, I hope I have brought you the gist in two important headlines of this week. Please stay connected. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe. See you next time, next weekend, same place, same time. Till then, have a blast. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.